In this video, I'm going to apply our 30-plus years of practicing law to show you how to name your California Living Trust in a way that protects your privacy, strengthens your estate plan, and simplifies every financial step that connects to your future. When you name your trust the right way, you create less work for yourself and for the people you love. You also set up a smoother process when your family needs it most. Make sure to stay with me until the end of this video, because I will share a simple naming strategy that saves families time, money, helps protect privacy, and even avoids frustration during moments when clarity matters. Your trust name is more than a title. It becomes the label on every deed, every bank account, every refinance packet, and every financial document tied to your estate. Your trust name shows up long after your signature fades from daily life. You want a name that protects your privacy and supports your successor trustee when they step in. You want a name that delivers clarity for every person or company that has to interact with your trust. The first thing to understand is that you gain a huge advantage when you keep the name of your living trust short and simple. A short name helps you avoid mistakes on deeds, loan documents, and account forms. Simplicity keeps escrow officers from misspelling your trust name and helps bankers complete their paperwork without error. Many families choose names like the John and Betty Smith Living Trust, or the J and B Living Trust, or the Smith Living Trust. These examples show how simplicity creates accuracy. A clean name gives you consistency across every document you will sign over the years, and consistency creates stability. Q. But here's the deal. There's a better way of naming your trust that I'm going to share towards the end of this video, but I wanted you to see what most families do. The naming approach I just shared is fine, but you can do better. For now, simply keep in mind that you do not need to place your full legal name in the title. California law gives you freedom. The trust document identifies you. The title is only a label for the entity that holds your assets. What matters is the content of your actual trust. What matters is what each provision inside your written trust states in writing. You also have freedom when it comes to using the word revocable. You do not need to place that word in the title. The trust remains fully revocable based on the terms written inside the document. Leaving the word out creates a cleaner title and avoids clutter in your estate plan. It also gives you flexibility in the future if you ever decide to change your trust into an irrevocable trust. In many cases, you will not need to reach out to banks, title companies, and other institutions to change the legal name of the accounts from the revocable trust to irrevocable trust. Bottom line, the legal effect of your trust does not come from the title. It comes from the language written inside the document. Some families include a date in the trust title, something like the John and Betty Smith Trust, dated January 20th, 2005. A date helps distinguish earlier versions from later ones. If you ever restate your trust, that date gives a quick point of reference. At the same time, you commit yourself to perfect consistency when you add a date. You want to avoid situations where a title company or bank pushes back because the date is written differently. When you want the simplest path, you leave dates off your trust title and list it inside the trust document itself. You gain clarity without creating any extra work. I want to pause for a second and thank you for spending part of your day with us. If you find value in this channel, please hit the like button and subscribe. If you know someone who needs this information, sharing this video helps them take the next step toward an organized estate plan. Okay, back to the video. Remember I asked you to watch until the end for a special insight and tip? Well, here goes. Instead of using your full name in the trust title like the John and Betty Smith Trust, consider simply using your initials like the JB Trust. When you use initials, you gain a strong layer of privacy. Every deed you record in California becomes public. Anyone can search property ownership online. Your trust name will sit on those records. When you keep the name subtle, you protect your personal identity from unnecessary exposure. You also simplify every future transaction because the private certification of trust, a summary of your trust that isn't filed and is for your use, ties the initials to your full legal name. Every financial institution understands this document and uses it to verify authority. Okay, I hope you found this California Living Trust naming video helpful. If you want more estate planning updates and tips and early access to occasional special discounts, subscribe so you stay connected. If you have questions or want help getting your plan in place, call us or send a message by visiting our page, livingtrust.info, using the link in the description. We have been helping California families for decades, and the chances are good that we can help you too.